So, as of April 18th of this year, Dandy's World released an Easter update featuring 4 new tunes: Bassy the Basket, Coco the Chocolate Bunny, Flight the Butterfly, and Exen the Egg, my personal favorite. Say hello to Exen, everyone. So, as you can see, Exen has 3 hearts and has a 3 in every stat, so he has a completely even stat spread, meaning he's what I would label as a flex tune. And what is a flex tune, you might ask? A flex tune is a tune in the game that has their stat spread so even, or their ability provides something so versatile that with the power of trinkets and trinket sets, they can fulfill any particular role that's asked of them. So, if you were to ask me what another flex tune would be besides Exen, be Rudy. Rudy is another flex tune, in my opinion, because his stats are for the most part even, if not completely even. I haven't looked at his stats in a while. But his stats are even, and his ability provides versatility in either getting to machines faster or being a good temporary distractor or a long-term distractor, depending on how you build him. That's with Rudy, right? Back on the topic of Exen, what does he do and what is his role and how can you use him with certain trinket builds, right? So Exen has an ability called Fixer Upper. Basically, when he touches a machine for the first time, he will hit it with his cane, granting an instant 10% worth of completion, and this can only be used on one machine once per floor. So it's kind of like, like those the jumper cable item. Basically, his ability is just a miniature version of that, except it can activate on every single machine on the floor once. So it has the benefit of being able to be used more often. It's amazing for jumpstarting machine completion. So, for example, one usage you can have with Eggson is that you can equip a Speedy Shoes and V-Mode Trinket combo to use him as a pseudo scout and machine rusher. Now, what does this look like? I'll show you. So when you're running this trinket combo with Eggson, what you want to do is you want to run out the elevator as soon as possible and just scout for any twisted or Icar machines that are anywhere across the map and relay what you see to your teammates. And because Exen has 3 movement speed and 3 stamina, he's easily able to outpace any twisteds he faces that aren't main twisteds like Pebble or V. And then once you finish scouting the environment, you can go to the most risky, dangerous Icar machine for people to do, which are the ones that are usually in either a dead end or in the open. Instantly pop it with emote and circle back to the Icar machines you found before, and just give them a slight boost so the extractor can finish it within less time. Just make sure that when you take over someone's Icar machine, you give it back to them, because it's the polite thing to do, and not take their Icar machine. And then the second trinket set you can run with Eggson is a more extractor orientated trinket set where you run Magnifying Glass and Participation Award, easily the best 2 trinket combos in the game for any extractor or any wannabe, or for any wannabe extractor like Eggson. Just be wary that because he only has 3 skill check, the great skill check zone is kind of small. Unless you're proficient with landing great skill checks, I would recommend swapping out one of the 2 trinkets so that the skill check size can stay reasonably big enough for you to hit. And then if you are a newer player and you don't have something like Magnifying Glass from Roger, and if you don't have something like V-Mote from having 100% research from Twisted V, you can run Wrench, will be your substitute for V-Mote, and then for the second trinket you can run Pink Bow so that you have an easier time escaping more lethal twisteds like Twisted Pebble or Speedy Shoes, which is also another great trinket to have. These are 2 playstyles that you can have with Exen, and the team comp or the function he would have within a team that doesn't have, the super meta defining tunes, which are usually the mains. Again, you would use him as a extractor or like a support extractor, meaning that he's not going to extract machines as fast as, let's say, a V would. However, he can extract machines at a similar pace that a V could, just not as fast. And in case you need information relayed to your team. You can use an Exen with his high stamina and high speed, or not high stamina and high speed, but with his good enough stamina and good enough speed, he's able to scout the map, and with decent enough speed, he's able to get out of dodge and avoid any danger from most twisteds. And then you can provide all the stuff that you see, Icar machine placements, twisteds, who the twisteds are. You can relay it back to your team, and then go on to give a 10% boost to every Icar machine that you double back to. So that is everything involving Exen. He's a very simple, personal favorite new tune of mine, Rudy being my previous favorite tune. And I just wanted to tell you how to properly use this character, and more so explain what his stats are, what his stat spread means for any person who wants to play Exen, and where he would fit in a team composition. So there we go. This isn't going to be a gameplay video going over Exen. Unless people ask for that and this video gets enough attention, then I'll potentially do it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to push this out as a little guide, I guess you could say, or just more so an explanation of Exen's character and how you would use him and where he fits in the team. So that's all for now. Ta-ta for now. Also, I know this event came out like almost a month ago. I'm so sorry for posting this so late, but I haven't had an interest in playing dandies for quite a bit. And even if I did, I wouldn't have made this video because I don't really want to include dandy in my main line of video content on this channel. But because of how much I liked Exen in the new patch, I figured that I could just make an exception. And if people want more dandy stuff, I'll do more dandy stuff. But yeah, just expect this to be more kind of like a one-off thing anyway. But that's enough. I'll see you in the next.